we are now going to head over to Cades Cove. It's about 1 o'clock, so really hoping we're going to see some bears out eating their lunch with us. If you have never been to the Great Smoky National Park and you are looking for some bear action, we really, really recommend Cades Cove. We have never been to Cades Cove and not seen a bear, so we at least see one every single time. And it's a really great spot. It's about maybe 10-12 mile loop. One way, you'll just basically drive the whole Scenic loop, and then it'll switch you right back on the main road to Parkway. So we are on our way right now, driving through the park. To know about the Smoky Mountains is that no matter where you're driving, no matter where you're heading in this park, it will always be gorgeous. Basically every road you're going to be passing like a major river or creek, and it's just beautiful views all around. You'll see when we get to Cades Cove that, in my opinion, it offers some of the best unobstructed views of the mountains. It's just really cleared out, really maintained over there. There's a lot of people that specifically hit Cades Cove to bike, so if you're a road biker, this would be a really great spot for you as well.
They close it down sometimes on Wednesdays for bikers and for people who want to walk the Scenic loop.
Yeah, so even I bet today we'll probably see some people walking and biking, but great that they offer a day that they, people can have it kind of private. Awesome thing about the Smokies, and we'll try to get this for you guys later, but there are tons and tons of camping options inside the park and especially outside the park. This is our first time out of all the times we've stayed here that we've gotten to stay inside the park. We got a spot at Elkmont Campground this time with our new spirit tent up there, so it's been a really great time inside the park, and we have stayed in lots of RV parks as well as just general camping outside the park. And Gatlinburg and Bryson City would be like your two big cities if you're going to stay outside the park. We typically like to stay near Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, but we've also stayed on the North Carolina side. Typically on that side it's going to be a little bit less crowded. Gatlinburg is definitely going to be like your hot spot.
Cheaper's waving at me that I'm not waving back at. Worried about our YouTube video. I gotta practice my Jeep wave. Look, get here, say, look at this, right there.
Oh,
it is. Boom.
Like he's driven a Jeep his whole life. Guys, we are here and we've made it to Cades Cove. We are about to hop on the loop, and you'll see pretty soon that it's going to turn into a one-way road. In this area, there's also lots of visitor centers, picnic areas, campgrounds.
Horseback riding. So I will tell you, there's a campground over here, but if you're staying in the Smokies and you want to do other things within the park, I would suggest that you not stay in this campground over here in Cades Cove unless you specifically wanted to focus on Cades Cove over here, or you stayed one night and maybe went back to Elkmont. But what I can tell you is that if you're here for multiple nights and you stay here at Cades Cove, and camp out in their camp center, you are going to be very far from everything else in the park. So if you guys are looking to go do any hikes or anything like that, I would not recommend staying over here because it's about a 40-50 minute drive.
For sure. It really just does depend on what activities you have planned, but I mean, hey, if you're coming here to enjoy these beautiful stables, that would be a really awesome campground to stay at. I mean, these views are just unmatched here. Like I was saying earlier, they have it cleared out so beautifully. You know, this is a really, really slow road, and you'll have some areas where you can pull off, but just be sure to be mindful and, you know, be respectful of other people here. Boxes. If you didn't already know, this is actually the only free national park in our country, so any amount of donations really does help out. And one thing I just want to call out personally that we've always experienced is the volunteers here are just incredible. They really keep this place going, from trail management to wildlife protection, all the realms of it. It really is just such a spectacular park, and so amazing that anybody can come here for free. If you are coming to Cades Cove to hopefully see a bear, we wanted to give you a few tips that will help you ensure that you see one. First off, starting with look up. Black bears do climb trees. It's actually on my bucket list to see one in a tree, so I will be looking up lots today.
Yeah, guys, and you just want to make sure that you're driving slow. Just scan back and forth slowly. We've had really good luck. If you do the loop and don't see one, maybe think about doing it again, you know? The more times you do the loop, the luckier you're gonna get. I think the bears are really why people come to this trail. They're extremely common. Extremely common. You just always want to be on the lookout, because sometimes you'll see them bolting through the woods and you'll only have a couple seconds to see them. So just be on high alert. And sometimes they walk out on the road and you'll see a park ranger come out, and he'll direct traffic by super slow. So if you ever are in a place where traffic seems really backed up, the chances are that people are slowing down to look at wildlife. So don't get impatient. I've seen people yelling at each other and whatnot over here, but if you see traffic stopped, that's usually a good sign for you.
For sure. Another big thing is, like, with this area being so open, a lot of times where you'll see the bears is not going to be, you know, just hanging out in the middle of the field, but really like back along these edges. So you really got to be close. Maybe even bring some binoculars if you have someone and if you have some and you're really trying to spot a bear. Another great part of Cades Cove too is, unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there are lots of old cabins that date back to the 1800s all along this road, and you can actually pick up a map that you can have with you in the car that will tell you all about the areas you're seeing as you pass them. It's like an interactive road map. We actually didn't realize that they were in the process of a controlled burn right now, so there's a good chance we may not see a bear today just due to those conditions. I'm sure that if we were to have looked on, you know, the NPS site, I'm more than positive they would have had information on this. So just be sure to do a check before you come, learn from our mistakes. And all right, we have a lot of traffic coming up here, even all around that corner. So really hoping that there's something up there to see.
Fingers crossed.
This is typically what it looks like right before, so
it's a good sign. So there are times when traffic is backed up and it was just a traffic jam, but when traffic is stopped like this, it's usually a good sign. Hopefully we'll get to show you guys a bear.
And we are like right at their lunchtime too. We always have really good luck seeing bears at lunchtime. I think that they must have a similar eating schedule that we do. So really feeling hopeful. All right guys, so far nothing yet. We're moving really slow through this, but unfortunately we're moving a little bit faster now, so hoping whatever there was to see isn't gone. Still moving pretty slow though.
The Cades Cove loop, you will realize that there are a lot of places to pull off and go on a short scenic hike. And I think I have actually heard before that you have a possibility of seeing bears on a short scenic hike as well. So if you guys would like to come out here and maybe do some short trails, those are all over this place. So those are things you should consider. There's lots of places to stop and you know, eat lunch, just sit and look at the views. So you will have no shortage of things to do in Cades Cove.
We are so excited. We finally get to show you a bear. He is all the way back there. It might be a little hard for you to see. He's a pretty small guy. Just past this tree right there. We've got wildlife photographers out here.
Can we pull off right here? Excuse me, can we pull off right here? So, pretty cool stuff. He's gone for the most part. You probably won't be able to see him back there. That's some pretty thick stuff back there, so he's well hidden. I came back to my Jeep and someone ducked me while I was trying to look at the bear. Wow. All right, guys. I got ducked. It's so awesome.
Yay!
Jeep gang is so cool. We met some people. They gave us a little business card for Jeep meetups. Let's see here. Duck Jeep, ducking Jeeps. They say that they have Jeep rallies all around in different places where people meet up and they show off their cool Jeeps. She left this little duck on my door handle. It's a dog. It looks like a Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
It's orange and black, just like your Jeep.
Yeah, it's black. It's a cool dog. I think it will look really cool up here on my dashboard.
Yep. Many more to come. These are actually the people who ducked us right in front of us. Shout out to them and their cool pink and gray Jeep. Alright guys, so earlier I shared with you that it is on my bucket list to see a bear in a tree. As you saw earlier, we did not get that yet. Still on Cades Cove, so maybe it will happen today. But I did stop and talk to somebody who was out there taking some wildlife photos who looked like he knew what was up. And I asked him if he'd ever photographed a bear in a tree and if he had any information on like the best time to see them and why they really go up there. And he had lots of great information to share with me. First being that they do go up there pretty frequently. They sleep up there, and what the moms will do actually is send their cubs up into the tree to sleep up there safely for the night, and she'll stay at the base of the tree basically to protect them, which I thought was such a cool fact. And also that the best time to see them is in April and May. That's when they often are in the trees the most. So I'm sure we'll be back this spring and hopefully see one soon.
He also said that he will come up here to Cades Cove sometimes and just drive the loop over and over again. And he's seen, I think he said 14 bears in a single day from driving this trail over and over again. So I think that just goes to show you how these bears really do frequent around here and just walk around and make themselves visible. Just a cool thing to think about, you know, if you guys come up here and do the loop trail and don't see anything, I wouldn't hesitate to try it again if you really want to see a bear.
Alrighty, we are wrapping up here, you guys, and we are so glad we got to take you along today and got to show you a bear. So exciting. I was getting really worried there at the end, but I'm so glad we were able to pull through. It's just starting to rain here as we exit, so excellent timing.
And guys, I would like to finish this video in a really, you know, I want to be able to engage with my audience. So if you guys could go down there in the comment section and tell me, you know, what trails or any things that you guys would want someone to do a review on, leave it down there in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. It motivates me to see our page growing. I've had some really good interactions lately with people saying that they're looking forward to seeing the videos that we post. So this is really awesome. So like I said, go down there in the comment section if there's something you want to see in the Smokies or anywhere else. Leave it down there and we will try to knock it off the list for you guys. But we really appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.